You're as strong as they said you'd be. It seems fortune is not on my side today. I surrender. You win.
Huh? Already?
In the business world, one must always know when to... If Matsuhisa Koga lost to some thug on the street, our reputation would be in tatters. My business partners would never...
I don't know why they would to begin with.
Now I must retire, until the day I get revenge. Farewell, Yagami-san.
Can't these guys just leave me alone? Sugiura. What happened with Kaito-san? Is he okay?
Doctor said he'll be back on his feet in a few days. We took him to some back alley joint. Hush-hush, you know?
Didn't realize you had those kinds of connections.
Actually, he was a friend of Kaito-san's. Sounded like they go way back.
Couldn't you have just gone to a hospital?
That's what I thought. Kaito-san was pretty insistent, though. Said he didn't have time to deal with a bullet in the gut.
That's Kaito.
How'd everything go with you? I heard the Cure Club burned down.
Yeah, things were tough.
Sounds like you could use some rest then.
Heading out then?
I just figured I'd stop by to tell you about Kaito-san. Now that I know you're safe too.
You do that. Good night. Hello?
Yagami-kun? It's Mafuyu. Did I wake you up?
You need something?
The moles claimed another victim. Another Kyorei clan Yakuza.
What?
Head to the Matsugane family office if you can.
Alright, I'll be right over. Nice choice. And stay down.
They've already ID'd the victim.
Mafuyu.
Satoshi Shioya, captain of the Kyorei clan. You knew him, yes?
Mm-hmm. If it was really the mole, that means his eyes have been gouged out? Better that you don't. Who's handling the case? Kuroiwa again?
Yes. Speaking of which, Yagami-kun, what happened last night? With the interrogation?
It's Kuroiwa. He's the...
What?
Apparently at first, he was just a dirty cop. Not too different from Ayabe, I guess. But eventually he found murder was profitable. And that's not all. Shono and these corpses with their... This won't end. I just confronted Shono the other day. Said I was onto his insane tests. And now... there's a new body like nothing's changed at all. I can only see one way this shakes out. There's gonna be more deaths before this is all over. Even when he's this close to being all but caught, he's not gonna stop for anything. There's no doubt now.
So now?
Shono, he seems like this quiet, harmless scientist when you see him on the job. Except, 89 changes who he is. Makes the guy a monster. Completing his drug will save millions. Not to mention their families. It would change the whole world. With all that power protecting Dr. Shono, he'd risk everything he has. It's us against anyone that money can buy.
What are you going to do? Why not walk away?
Wish I could. Matsugane-san's death can't go unanswered. He deserves closure. They won't get away with this.
The Matsugane family and the Mole mount an assault, and the Kamurocho ambitions of the Kyorei clan crumble. Betrayed by his inner circle, Hamura becomes a target himself, so he reveals to Yagami the Mole's true identity. He is Kamurocho's organized crime division detective, Kuroiwa. The man who took Matsugane's life falls under the shield of 89's powerful benefactors.
They held his funeral at Tojo clan headquarters. It was an intimate service. The Matsugane family would have passed to Hamura, but with him missing, it was all but dissolved. It wasn't like he'd made much of an impact on the Tojo brass to begin with. But to Genda-sensei, he was an old friend of over 40 years. And then there was Kaito-san, who joined up after finishing middle school. And Higashi, too. When Kaito got expelled, protecting the boss became his personal mission. All of us knew exactly who was responsible for taking him from us. It was just a matter of finding the proof. Shintani's dead, killed by Ayabe, so they claim. This is the pre-trial conference for that case. Basically, we sit in here and hammer out the flow of the trial. Try to keep things as simple as possible for the jury, you know. According to the law, both the prosecution and the defense have to submit all their evidence before even going to court. You can't burst in mid-trial with new info like they do in the movies.
We've been going in circles for a while now. We'll never get anywhere like this.
You say that, yes.
In other
We're only
words,
trying to protect
we need to
the
make sure all our
defendant's
cards
best
are in order, then show the other side our hand.
The rifling marks on the bullet are unshakable proof of guilt. You really want to plead innocent with such a severe disadvantage?
How does the defense respond? You can also bargain for a lesser sentence if you so desire.
No, we still contend that Detective Ayabe was set up. Our stance remains unchanged.
Seriously? So it was Kuroiwa all along. Everything makes sense now.
Were there ever any warning signs?
Nah. This might have nothing to do with it, but I heard a story about the guy once.
Go on.
Back when he was starting out, his boss on the force was working as a Tojo clan go-between on the side. In exchange for kickbacks and whores, of course. Kind of shit you see every day in Kamurocho. But one day, that boss went and threw himself off a roof. Right when they were gonna haul him in, too. Guess some goody two-shoes on the force went and ratted him out.
One of his own co-workers? Was it Kuroiwa?
No. Funny enough, they found the snitch with a noose around his neck just a day later.
So it was a double suicide?
What the hell?
From what I've heard, it's possible that hanging was actually a homicide. Maybe, just maybe, someone wanted revenge on the snitch. After the dust cleared, a new dirty cop had risen from the ashes, with his boss's connections and then some. He's been in bed with the Yakuza ever since. Turns out this guy's our top detective, too.
And you're saying that's Kuroiwa?
Hey, I'm just telling you what I heard. You're the one who asked about warning signs.
Let's split up, Hoshino-kun. Sticking with me is just gonna put you in more danger.
Come on.
I know that.
Oh.
Yagami-san.
Hattori?
Someone's got eyes on your place. Smells like it does when a journalist
How can you tell?
I have a nose for these things.
So?
Not me. Honmarwen's burnt to a crisp. The chairman is very...
No surprise there.
Nice work. A police detective, if you're telling the truth, there's a trail.
It all leads back to the human experiments. Hashiki from the ADDC, Shintani.
Maybe so.
Believe me, I know that already.
All right. I've heard what you...
I just told you everything I know.
Then you can tell it to him, too.
And if I refuse?
Listen, Yagami-san. He may even have details you wouldn't. I suggest you milk. Oh, and put a good word in for me, huh? If you don't. It seems his bullet wound is almost fully healed.
You really do know everything.
Well,
Kikunoya.
Goodbye, Yagami-san.
Yo, I'm gonna make some coffee. You want a cup?
Hey, aren't you supposed to be recovering?
It's fine. Come on, drink with me.
Well, if you...
The journalist?
Yeah.
What I hear, Kajihira's in a pretty tough... Chairman Koba from the Kyorei clans never would have happened if Kajihira hadn't shipped him up to Kamurocho.
Yeah, I guess so.
First, a couple of their rookies die in Kamurocho. Then a captain, Chairman Koba's probably freaking...
Guess Kajihira's calling us to fix it then?
Dunno. We'll find out when we get...
We?
I'm sick. It's time we try something. Hell, I'll do what...
Damn right.
Let's hit it. We going to Kikunoya? All right. Let's roll, Talk.
Guess we're doing this. And stay down.
Let's hit it.
Welcome. I've been waiting for you.
Long time no see.
It's truly horrible what happened to Matsugane-san.
Yes.
To his memory.
Chairman Kajihira.
Yes. The incident 3 years ago was a human experiment gone awry, huh? I'm impressed you figured that out. Quite. I heard about Shinpei Okubo, too. The murder you let loose upon the world didn't actually kill anyone.
Yeah. Emmy died at the hands of
I'm not so sure about that. Do you have any...
If I did, I'd be making you eat those words.
Come now. No fighting.
Hold on a sec. If you already know, what do you really want?
Huh.
Oh, yeah?
The Kyorei chairman, Koba, has been getting on like he wants me to put up... Not that I can blame him. His successor just had his...
What's your point?
I want you to bring an end to these killings. That detective, Karoy...
What do you take us for, assassins?
I have confidence that the two of you... What do you say? I'll give you a handsome reward.
Yeah, I think we'll be going now.
Though the Cure clan has...
So you were half joking.
The real reason was to say thanks. It must be but you saw through that false narrative. Once we have proof and crush 8...
And you'll finally make good on your... Not that I care either way.
So, Yagami...
Well, Ayabe's trial is coming up, right? We'll use that stick. Okubo will be in the clear, too.
Interesting. I think...
You're not wrong. We don't...
Well then, what now?
I'm gonna keep going after Kuroiwa.
You may be waiting
I know.
I'm not sure you have...
What do you mean?
It won't be long.
What?
So say my connections, at least. There's a top-secret list, stating apparently, once the Minister of Justice...
What? But why?
Someone must have pressured the Ministry.
Damn it.
If it were me, I'd...
And who would that be?
Look, this is an article of mine that got scrapped.
Kido-san.
His womanizing ways are actually underneath the lab coat. He's...
No way am I getting into the ADD.
Then you'll just... That's the only way to get a cautious quarry to leave its nest.
And how are we gonna do that?
Offer him a delicious meal. A woman. A beautiful one, ideally.
A woman?
A woman? Well, that was the last place I expected to get any good advice.
Yeah, he had a point, though. Kido might be our best bet for evidence that could reveal the truth about 89.
We're gonna have to drag him out.
Hattori suggested seducing him to Kamurocho.
A honey trap, huh?
Yeah, I'll ask her tomorrow.
Well, I'm all out of gas for tonight.
You don't give up, do you? And stay down.
Oh, Yagami-san.
Sorry, son.
Yes?
I have another favor I want to ask you.
Oh?
Think you can handle it?
Tell me what it is.
You sure?
Yes.
All right, then.
A what?
It's when you seduce a man to get information.
And you're sure you want me?
How could you ask her to do that?
You can't be serious.
Look, we need to get to Keto. This is the best
Don't be ridiculous.
Hold on there, Hoshino-kun.
Isn't that what a honey trap is?
I never said
You don't have to listen to them, Salary-san. I mean, just talking
not to be rude.
because I care about her.
Oh?
You... what?
Well, that's enough of that.
Absolutely.
Which is what exactly?
I'll tell you...
It's what the
Salary-san.
I want to avenge Shitani.
We?
This is really what Salary-san...
Uh-huh.
Oh, we'll need it.
Sure.
A journalist?
Think about it. You'll be able to... And you'll need to... Okay. We'll meet there.
Okay.
See you soon.
We should be going too, Salary-san.
Right.
Here we are, Salary-san. Hair Salon Cherry. I'm honestly a little nervous.
Didn't I already do this when I was a hostess?
Sure, but everything's different this time. Salary-san, an intellectual beauty. Classy.
Don't give me that look.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm sure you'll be stunning no matter how...
And if I disappoint
Well, that's just not...
I hope you're right.
I knew it! Oh, you're a goddess, Salary-san. Just incredible. That off-limits allure, that mature aura.
Are you going to stop soon?
Sorry, I got a little excited.
Well, I'm ready to go. I can take it from here.
So independent, too.
Well?
Salary-san, don't push yourself, okay? If things get dangerous, just run.
Yagami-san said I'll be safe, though.
Well, yeah, your life might not...
If that's what needs to happen, that's what will...
What?
I should be going. By the way, Hoshino-kun.
Yeah?
Thank you for complimenting my...
What?
Hold on. Sorry, son. Take this with you. It's a hidden camera.
A what?
See, this is the lens. Any footage it takes gets sent to my phone in real time. Here, wear this earpiece too. I'll give you some conversation pointers while you're in there.
Oh?
Yeah, this time you'll need to be so...
You're going to give me tips, Yagami-san?
Wait, really?
Of course. Knowing how to woo men. Also, what happens after I seduce?
Once Keto starts coming on to you, we'll catch it all on the camera.
Meaning they're
Yeah. All we'll need to do after that is use the
blackmailing,
Think you can handle it?
Don't worry.
Yeah, I guess.
I'd rather keep his...
Right.
Can you hear me, Sari-san? First, you're gonna want to go to the reception desk. Ask the lady there if you could just make something up about wanting more details on 89.
Sounds good.
Welcome, ma'am. Do you have an appointment?
No.
And you are...
A freelance journalist, but I wanted to speak with him.
I'm terribly sorry, ma'am.
Oh, I see. In that case,
Don't be afraid to press the...
Director Keto is a very busy man.
It won't take long, and I can wait.
Even so... I'm sorry, ma'am. We decline all...
Oh, I think I could make an...
Huh?
I'm Kido, the director of this center. I hear you want to interview me.
Yeah.
Shiro-san, come.
Are you sure, sir?
Ugh.
So he's not even trying to hide it. Not that I'm complaining.
Please, come in.
Wow. This is your office? It's breathtaking. I love how spacious it is.
Oh, no need to flatter me, though I do get quite a few compliments.
Sari-san,
You really must excuse me.
move it a little to the right. About 15 degrees. Perfect.
Would you maybe a glass of brandy?
Well, sure. I'll have some. It's a special occasion after all.
Here you are. I think I'm going to enjoy this interview.
Good job, Sari-san. Keep it up.
To a wonderful interview.
Yes, to the interview. It's incredible.
Really warms you up deep in your core, right?
Yes.
Undo another button, Sari-san.
Huh?
Is something the matter?
Oh,
Well, yes, I am feeling.
Good going. He's taking the bait.
Now then,
you know, why don't you interview me instead?
hold on.
Huh?
Shoot.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Already. Aren't you hot in this? Why don't you let those beauties breathe a little?
I can do it myself.
Yes, of course. Good boy.
Easy.
A little surprised.
Oh, there's...
Oh, God.
Now then.
You should get this over. Make your move, son.
Why don't you come over here and find out? You're so adorable, Kido-san. You can...
Ugh.
How's this?
Just wonderful. I think...
All right, Sari-san. You're good. Wrap it up.
How did they turn out?
Oh, do you want to...
You're right in the frame. This is a perfect backup.
You've made when we have some real fun.
Well,
How about dinner tonight?
That's perfect.
okay. Let's do it in...
Kamurocho?
Oh,
How so?
you'll see.
You've made me of it.
Is it just me?
Yeah, she was...
Anyway, you think Kido's...
He'd be a fool not to. Said we'd put it online if he didn't show.
Guess he doesn't have a choice then.
The batting center. Sugiura...
What's gotten into you, man? I don't know.
I can't afford to take my time with this.
Yeah, good point.
Come on, we should go.
Let's hit it.
Really, guys?
Let's roll, Tom.
It's Sugira.
Bringing the van around.
Hmm?
There he is.
Welcome aboard.
Where's Higashi?
Already inside. I haven't noticed anything weird out here.
Kido. And what happens when...
We'll shove him in the van?
What?
It's not like we had a lot of time to think about it. We'll interrogate...
Yep.
Huh. Surprised he actually showed.
All right, let's move out.
What are you doing here?
Not sure what you mean. My agency's just a couple blocks away. It's strange to see you here, though. What brings you out to Kamurocho?
Well,
Maybe meeting a seductive journalist?
I understand now. You're the one...
Nothing, if you give us what we want.
What is...
No, we're after something.
What are you going to do to me?
We're just taking you for a little trip.
No. No, I'm afraid you're not.
Hmm?
You forget. I'm a powerful man.
Huh. Who are these assholes?
Health Ministry thugs, if I had to guess.
Oh. Do they have them all over the city or something?
Delete that video, Yagami! Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Look where all that power got you. Nobody's running to help now. Not the ADDC, not the Ministry of Health. I've been waiting a long time for this moment.
If you kill me, think what will happen to 89. Their research will come to a screeching halt!
Don't worry. Nobody's killing anybody.
Come on. Man, it's been a while since I did something like this. Feels good getting back in the groove, you know?
You always did.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's the same underneath all this bullshit. Scientists.
Listen here.
You'll have your...
I'll take extends.
Huh. If that doesn't...
I'm ready when you are, man. Or you want a rough...
Why me? What do you people want?
Who are those guys at the batting center?
Well,
You mentioned how powerful you are. Did you hire them to protect you?
Out with it already.
Quit acting like you got any goddamn dignity.
You've made me a very happy man today. Why don't we have some real fun now that the interview's out of the way, my little minx?
Who would have thought the scientist who was gonna save the world would turn out to be some pervy asshole? Your name's gonna go down in history if this gets out. And not how you're hoping.
Stop. I'm begging you, please.
Who were those thugs at the batting center?
Hitmen. On the Ministry of Health payroll.
Ichinose's payroll and other...
That's right.
I think you mean yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Ichinose-san knows I've been abducted. More of them could rush in here at any minute if...
If you haven't no...
Next question. It's about what happened 3 years...
Huh?
And also, at the time, Shinpei Okubo was thought to be the key. But the truth is, it was an unforeseen consequence. You knew, didn't you?
What? Cat got your tongue? Guess you're about...
Wait! Answer me, Kido! Yes.
Who told you? When? How?
I'm sorry. I can't say any more than that. If I did, Please, just give me some time to figure things out.
Time's one thing I don't have. Shinpei Okubo's about to get executed for a murder he didn't commit.
What?
I need to get every last bit of information out of you right here. I'll even resort to torture if I have to.
Torture? You'd break the law over this?
What? That doesn't...
Of course not!
Then start talking! Nobody's gonna come help you now. I'll give you a chance to think it over. You better be ready by the time I come back.
Kido's already a broken man. My guess? At this point, he's just desperate to save his own skin.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take a breather. I'm sure giving Kido some time to...
Thanks, Suki.
Hey, even a guy like you needs to take... Good to go, Yagami-san? Kido... We'll keep tabs on Kido. You go relax a bit.
Ready to talk yet? We're waiting. 3 years ago, Shono killed... When did you find out?
Right after the press conference. The one where we announced 89 to the world. Shono told me himself. Just thinking about...
I have some concerns about 89. At the moment, it's only effective on mice.
I'm well aware of that, yes. But I'm confident it will work on humans, too.
No. I'm afraid you're mistaken.
What's this now? We just had a fantastic conference. This is no time for doom and gloom. Just sit back and try to relax. You deserve it. Oh, and by the way, Ichinose was thrilled with what he saw. One day, we're almost getting shut down. The next, we have a massive budget. And if you can make consistent progress, AD9 will head to clinical...
At this stage, I'm afraid clinical trials would be inadvisable. If we try, all the test subjects will die.
Are you sure? How can you say that with such confidence, huh?
Shinpei Okubo was actually innocent.
What? Innocent? Why are you bringing this up now?
The court ruled correctly. Waku-san, his murder didn't play out like you think it did. The real cause of death was none other than AD9.
What do you mean?
That murder was... It was a secret clinical trial for AD9. I gave him the injection, personally.
You did what?
Please, I had to take this opportunity. The whole world is waiting for this cure. But when I injected him, he let out the most horrible scream. These hands covered his mouth. I tried to make him shut up.
Which means you're a murderer. How could you be such a damn fool? What are we going to do? Shono, I just spent the entire afternoon talking up your drug to the press, with my goddamn name on the research!
If you hadn't held that press conference, the ADDC would have been done for, and you—
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I needed you, Dr. Kido. I couldn't let the center get shut down. The AD9 project would have been terminated. But you know, this has been my entire life's work, ensuring that AD9 would save the world.
This whole thing is preposterous. I'm going to the press!
There's no need for that.
Huh?
Don't you understand, Director? As long as we finish AD9's development, there won't be any issues. Your name will go down in history as the man who saved the world. Not to mention the money. But if you really insist on revealing the truth, both of our careers would go down the drain. And you have more to lose, Director.
Shono, you're mad.
Is that all Shono told you?
There's gotta be more. Waku-san wasn't the only person Shono killed, was he?
No. He needed Shinpei Okubo to take the fall. And murdered Emi Terasawa to accomplish that.
So you did know!
Hey! Save it, Sugiura. We're not done yet. What happened next? After... You had Hashiki murdered.
I didn't. It wasn't...
Hashiki was digging... You and Shono did, but you needed some help to... Someone else who wanted to protect 89. Hamura from the Matsugane family.
Hmm? No.
Exactly. In that case, it was... Kuroiwa from the Kamurocho police.
What? No, I didn't know him.
Exactly. Ichinose from the Ministry of Health. The guy who founded the ADDC.
Yes. Shono and I went after all. So, every last detail, without hesitation, according to him. Protecting AD9, hence why he decided Ichinose-san knew he was—
Meaning he's the one. Real barrel of fucking monkeys.
With Hashiki out of we realized something. The ADDC would be—
Your sacrifice? You're not the ones who died for some bullshit drug!
Go on.
Through all my hesitate, aggressive to a damn. He said we couldn't be afraid, that we needed to keep He also said the only way to speed up was to keep conducting clinical
Why?
Think about we could continue experimenting despite the risks. In order to do so, we needed a way to... With that, it would only be a matter of...
And those test subjects
were the Ichinose-san listened to every single one of and so money flowed into the ADDC from the Ministry of Health. Money which I gave to Shono, allowing him to build a secret lab in Kamurocho.
What?
It's where he carries out all of his human experiments.
Huh? Where exactly is this lab?
I'm not sure of the specific location. I try not to come between Shono and Ichinose-san unless absolutely necessary.
So that lab is where all the killings happened, where those Curie guys were slaughtered. If anywhere's gonna have evidence, it's there.
You sure you don't know where it is?
Detective Kuroiwa would, of course.
He's not as talkative as you, though.
In that case... There was another person.
Who?
A subordinate.
I've heard that name before.
Where's this Ishimatsu guy?
In Kamurocho. Apparently, he'll...
Wait, the Millennium?
That's where they oversee the sign out front.
They really got a place like that?
Well, Ishimatsu knows where the lab is.
Hold up. I've got a... First, then we just follow him from...
Not bad.
But how are we gonna...
Well,
We'll get our buddy Kido here to give him...
Huh?
Say something about how we're... Tell him you need him over there.
You know, that might just work.
And what? You think I'll...
You better.
That settles it then.
He's in his 50s. Always... and he always wears gloves.
That could be any regular-ass old dude in this...
Anything else?
There may be photos of him on the...
You seriously telling us to just...
Yes. Well, not exactly. Try... Ishimatsu.
Gotcha.
Kaito, Higashi.
Sure.
What about me, then?
You get to tail Ishimatsu.
Guess so, yeah.
Be safe, you two.
Great. Let's move out.
We going?
You act. Really, guys?
Let's go, Yakuza. keep up.
Hello?
Yo, it's Kaito. I just sent you the photo. Later.
So this is Ishimatsu, huh? We should be able to tell when he's leaving. Once he takes us there...
Yeah, let's do it. We're in...
Gotcha. You there, Talk?
Great. Now we...
Don't fuck this up.
Don't worry. Me and Sugiura got it covered. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Suspicious.